Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel and the second episode in my Christmas series this season. I'll have a link to the playlist in my description box below if you missed the previous episode. Today we are creating some Dollar Tree Christmas DIYs. I hope you enjoy today's projects and find tons of inspiration. For project number 1, we're using one of Dollar Tree's plastic plates. This one measures 7.5 inches. I'm going to give this 2 coats of black chalk paint on the front and back. I am also using one of their round cardboard gift boxes from Dollar Tree. It measures about 4.5 inches across the top and it's about 4 inches tall. Now I found that it was just easier for me to paint this with the lid off, but you can certainly paint it with the lid on because we will be using that lid. I'm going to give it 2 coats of black chalk paint. You want to paint everything except for the top of the lid. You want to make sure you definitely paint the bottom of the box. Now once that paint has dried, we're going to add some ribbon. I'm going to start on the seam of the cardboard box, and I'm not going to glue it all the way around. I'm just going to glue it periodically, but I'm making sure that I keep my ribbon flush to the top part of that lid so it will sit down flat. You'll just do that until you get all the way back to where you started from, and make sure you hot glue that seam together where the two meet. Now we're going to attach this gift box onto the plate using some hot glue. So you want your ribbon portion down, which is the lid part. We're going to hot glue that directly to the center of the plate. And to decorate this, I'm using a beautiful Christmas bundle from Walmart. I picked this up last year, but they tend to carry these every year. I love these gorgeous colors in it. I'm going to take some wire cutters and cut the stem off. I also pulled the pine cone off, but I'm going to put that back on there, and you'll see why I took it off in just a minute. I'm going to bend that around to the shape of the hat and hot glue that directly onto the plate. Then I can use that pine cone to cover up the end of that stem bundle. So I'm just going to hot glue that in place, and now you have the cutest Christmas hat. My sister sent me a picture of one that she found on Pinterest. It was made with a tin can and a plate. You guys let me know if you have seen these. She wanted to know if I could recreate something similar, and I had this cardboard gift box and I thought it would be perfect. I love how this project turned out, and I hope you guys like it too. For our next project, we are using these wood cutouts. You can find these at Dollar Tree, but you can also find them at Family Dollar. I purchased these last year at Family Dollar for $1 a piece. I'm going to use 2 of the ornaments, 2 trees, and 1 bell. And I'm going to use some scrap pieces of wood that measure about 2 inches by 1.25 inch. But you could also use Dollar Tree's wood cubes for this. I'm going to give each one of these 2 coats of white chalk paint on the front and the back. And once that dries, I'm going to take some antique wax and dry brush around the outside outline of each one of these wood pieces. Once I am finished with the back part of the outline, I'm going to do the exact same thing on the front of each of these. It's really going to pop that outline out and give it more definition since I'm doing such a neutral DIY, but you could certainly paint these whatever color you like. I like the distressed look that this is giving, and I like the neutral color. So I'm going to use a wood stick. This is like one of the garden stakes from Dollar General, to use as a guide to make sure that I can keep everything lined up at the bottom. So I'm going to be hot gluing the bell on top of the 2 ornament pieces right there at the outside edge. And then I'll add the trees on each end. So to keep the tree from kind of flopping over, I'm going to use one of Dollar Tree's tumbling tower pieces just to set in place until my glue sets up. I'm not attaching it to the back of it. It's just setting there to kind of keep everything even. Now once your glue sets up, you can flip it over, and we're going to add those 2 wood pieces to the back. It will stand up on its own, but this is just going to give it a little bit more stability so it doesn't fall over. This was such an easy project, and I love the outcome. I love this neutral distressed color, but like I said before, this would be so beautiful if you used the traditional Christmas colors and painted them in red and green. You guys let me know what you think. If you're enjoying today's video and you haven't done so already, please make sure to click that subscribe button right below this video and the notification bell. To all my current subscribers, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you'd like to visit me on my other social media accounts, all those links are in my description box below. This fall season, I found this beautiful sign at Dollar Tree in their plus section for $3. It is so cute as is, but I want to change it up a little bit for Christmas. So I'm going to remove that wooden pumpkin. I'm going to save it for another project maybe next year. And then for the tree, I want to give it a snow effect. So I'm going to dry brush some white chalk paint over all of those bristles. And I'm going to make sure I get the back as well. So I'm being very careful not to splatter it all over the sign. Now, once that dries, I thought it would be so cute to take some of Dollar Tree's wood stems. They sell these in a bag, and stack them up on one side to make it look like firewood. So I'm going to hot glue a few of those on that side, and that's it. This project is done. I already loved how it looked to begin with this gorgeous barn and the blessed word on the bottom, but I thought I would just change it up a little bit for the Christmas season. And I know you can't really see that snow effect with this white background, so I put this right in front of some wood so you can really see how that turned out. For our next project, we are using one of Dollar Tree's glass bowls. This one measures about 3 inches across the top as well as 3 inches tall. Using some Mod Podge, I'm going to pour that inside of the glass bowl and then use a paintbrush to swirl around and make sure you get all of the parts on the inside of the bowl. Then I'm going to take some bath salts, which is really just some Epsom salt, and I'm going to put a couple of scoops directly into the glass bowl. Now mine are lavender and they smell so good. So you're just going to twirl that around to make sure that you get some of those bath salts all over that Mod Podge on the inside. Now you can do this on the outside, but I wanted mine to have a smooth finish on the outside so it would be easy to wipe off. But if you want a more textured look, you could do it on the outside. Shake any of your excess salt out and let that dry. Now I had to do that twice, so this is how it looks after the second coat has dried, and it is a beautiful icy frosted color on the inside. I'm going to take some of Dollar Tree's copper wire LED lights and put that on the inside, and I'm using one of Dollar General's Christmas ornaments that I found for $3 that also lights up. It is so adorable. So I did find that this year at Dollar General. I'm going to cut the hanger from the top of his hat as well as the tag. And because I want it to set up a little bit higher than just tucking it down in the glass bowl, I'm going to take a craft stick and hot glue each end to the inside rim of the bowl. You'll want to hold that in place until your glue sets up and then add a little bit more glue to make sure it doesn't fall down. And again, you're going to want to make sure that that glue has completely cooled before you add your snowman ornament to the top. So we're just going to glue that directly to the middle of the craft stick and let that set up. Then I'm going to take some ribbon and tie this around to create a scarf. So I have this ribbon listed in my Amazon store. In my description box below, there is a link to Amazon store if you're interested in this. Once I tie that, I'm just going to go around a little bit and hot glue some places, and I'm kind of tucking that in between the ornament and the glass bowl. So it kind of creates a crease, and then periodically placing some hot glue. Make sure you glue the front so that that doesn't come apart, and then you can cut your scarf down to whatever length you want. Then using some buttons from Dollar Tree, I'm going to hot glue 3 of these directly to the front of the glass bowl. And he is so cute. I love how this project turned out. Now you can turn both of those lights on and it is so pretty. You guys let me know what you think of project number 4. And if you have a favorite out of today's video, let me know in the comments down below. I always love to know which one is your favorite. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me. Please take care, and I will see you guys next time.